back in the U.S. with these brothers who came from the U.S. I mean, from the U.K. That video made me cry because just to see these men, it's Ekau and I think another young Ghanaian brother and the two brothers from the UK, and then at the end of the day, I think they met up with like an American brother where they were, an older American brother where they were eating. And it was just beautiful to see them share their experiences. But one of the brothers from the UK is of Jamaican descent, and he was saying like he feels like a man, like all the places I've been, however old he was right. You know, not older, but like maybe in his 40s. And he was saying, like, I feel like a man here. Like, I feel like a man. To see, it just made me cry. And then at the end, you know, just to see these brothers bonding from Africa and the UK and the US, and they're singing the changes, and just, yeah. I was like, oh my God.
But it's something for us that we take for granted in that.
Yes.
When you hear, I mean, just think about that. A man, a black man is saying, I can be a man here. And he's like, you couldn't be a man at home? Well, technically, no. You know?
And people won't get that sentiment. I don't
exactly.
Get that until they come here. Because it's like, I'm a man, you know what I'm saying? But when you come here, it's just...
It's different. It's different.
Yeah, and you cannot articulate.
You can't. But it's similar to what you were talking about when she was saying that when you said that the women here can be basically in their own femininity. Yeah. Something that, but you know what, our society perpetuates just a lot of egregiousness and mess that we do. Anytime you can have women come on and talk about how they have drugged and robbed black men and they don't go to prison for that, that speaks volumes to me personally, because I love black men here. That's the only man I know is a black man, okay? So when you start talking trash like that, I mean,
yeah.
But if that was us doing it to the Dwight man, we would be in trouble.
But the thing that irked me about that is this rapper. She admitted to that and got no backlash.
None.
Blacklash.
Blacklash.
The black community still supports her and they still love her.
Because they sick.
And she said she used to, you know, when she was in the streets, she drugged the black man, and people were just like, oh, it's part of the game. Oh,
no, that ain't part of no game. What game you playing?
Seriously.
Seriously. And you know, it's crazy, especially, and she'll tell you, she's like, you always taking up for men.
She does. Like, I love men too, and I say that all the time. I'm the daughter of a black man. I'm the sister. I'm the aunt. I'm the mother.
The grandmother.
I'm the ex-wife of a black man. I love black men. Like, I don't have a whole lot of sad, hard knocks. Oh, they did. I don't have a lot of those stories, thankfully. But I see things for what they are. And working in a corporate environment, sometimes when you work with for black men, is the worst thing you could possibly do, because they act worse than the white man. And it is true. And to me, you cannot be loyal to people who are not loyal to their people. You're loyal to someone that has never hired a black person and treats the black people that work under him like crap in favor of the other people who work under him.
The other white
man. You can't be loyal to a person like that because he's not loyal to you. Exactly. You cannot be loyal to him. That's a Sambo. People always erroneously say Uncle Tom. No, Uncle Tom was a hero. Sambo was the one who you were Sambo, a step and fetch type Negro. That's
I never use Uncle Tom. You know what I call them? Shines, bootlegs.
Yes. That's what I'm saying. No, we should support black men, but we don't have to support every black man. Because, you know, not just because.
Well, no, I'm not saying that you're not correct in that some of them are a detriment to us.
And they need to be dealt with.
And they need, I totally agree. I totally agree. What say you? What say you?
Hey, I love my black men.
I'm telling you. Ooh, baby.
And I understand even though I'm not a black man, but yeah, I'm a black woman. And I'm a mother, as she said, of black men. Okay, my father was black.
Yes.
You know, and I'm a grandmother of black men. I'm a great grandmother of growing
boys who's gonna be going into
Yes.
I understand the plight of the black man on a level that people normally wouldn't understand what the black man is on through. Okay? He has been made that way down through slavery.
Yes.
His manhood has been suppressed. Listen, in order for a black man to really do a good job, he got to act like a woman.
Oh yeah.
Say it. Say
And
it.
I said,
Say it.
wrong,
Say it.
cut,
Of course, please give it to us.
Now,
straight up.
straight up.
You know, and because the way this here racist society have made things for black people, especially for black men. Okay, let me see how can I do this, word this right. You know, back in the 60s, in order for a woman to get welfare, she couldn't have no man.
That's right. That's right.
Right.
And they always elevated the black woman more than they elevated the
The
black
black
man.
man, yes.
She was the booty, the spoils of war, right? So they elevated her, all right? And so the black man is watching this. Now, she can go to school, get a good education, she can go get a good job, and so forth and so on. Him, he couldn't, you know, he was ostracized, passed out.
Absolutely.
You know, so what is happening in his psyche? Let me change myself into a woman, okay, in order to get a good job, or let me be down low.
His manhood becomes inferior to that of the woman's femininity.
So these things happen. So these men in the corporate business that you were talking about, they become the white master's bitch.
They do.
They
They absolutely do.
mistress.
They absolutely do.
Okay?
Yeah.
Mistress. So he acts, you know, treating his people like dogs, like the
He's
masses.
the overseer.
The overseer.
He's
The overseer. Straight up. So we have to understand these things. The reason why the black man act the way that he act, and also the reason why the black woman act the way that she act. Those of us that come from America, okay, born and raised in America, and also black people all over the world, matter of fact. You know, the behavior that we have developed, it's not us of our nature.
Yes.
It has been planted in us.
Absolutely.
We have taken on what other people has forced their way of mind, their way of thinking onto us.
Yeah.
So we act other than ourselves.
Of course.
You know, like we've been taught in the Nation of Islam, we've been hit in the head and robbed of our knowledge. So
yeah.
we don't know who we are, you know? So our true selves has been suppressed. And so I understand the plight of the black man. And that's why I am lenient with him, but at the same time, I ain't gonna let him play over me.
That's right.
Straight up.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You better respect this black woman right
That's
here.
right.
The mother of civilization, the woman that rocked the cradle and ruled the nation.
That's right. That's
the one that reproduced you. Straight up. You
The
know?
first teacher.
That's right,
The first teacher.
Respect this womb. Straight up. You know? But I understand you, black man, and I love you, black man. And I lift you up and I elevate you back to your original self.
That's
so
right.
that you can take
better
back
say
rulership.
Baby.
Because you rule the world. You're a master
I'm in
ruler.
church today, baby.
What teachers in the Nation
Yes.
of Islam? I have to keep saying the Nation of Islam because this is where I learned that, and this is where I did a lot of studies and found that research to be true. Who is the Asiatic black man?Ho is the original name?
They are.
Asiatic black man, the maker, the owner, the cream of the planet Earth, the God of the universe, straight up, and that's who we are.
That's who we are.
I come out of the nation of 5%, the 5% nation, or the nation of gods and earth. So they believe that the black man is the true and living, the only true and living God is the black man. So it's like, I believe that. I believe that. I don't follow the, you know, I got my 120, but I don't subscribe to that anymore. But I still believe that the black man is the only true and living God. But they don't see themselves, so if they don't see themselves, they can't manifest that. They can't manifest that. But that's why I always show them grace. But when I see that their head is up their butt and they're not trying to extend that same grace to me, I don't even get vexed with them, and I don't talk badly about our men, especially in mixed company. I'm always going to hold him up, but like, you cannot support everybody. When he's not uplifting his people, you can't support him.
No.
You cannot support
We got
him.
the bad.
We do.
Separate the wheat from the tares.
Yes, we absolutely do. There's nothing wrong with that. We can't be loyal to people who are not loyal to us and not loyal to the cause, and they don't.
Right.
No.
He don't need no bad apple bunch because he was spoiled.
He was spoiled,
Absolutely.
of course,
Yeah.
of course,
Understand that very, very.
of course, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is fire. We had church today.
Hallelujah.
Who's passing the collection plate around here?
Hey, praise the Lord.
Okay, and who's going to be the pastor
I want
that's going to
another
take all the offerings?
$1,000.
Look, right. Look, he's taking all our offerings just for himself.
Oh, you didn't bring cash? We have the ATM.
We have the ATM machine.
Sorry.
Give me the plastic money. That worked too.
Oh, wait a second. You have your cell phone. I saw you recording me. My cash.
My
app
cash app.
says Dollar sign.
Oh, my
Zelle,
goodness.
My PayPal.
That is hilarious.
Oh,
That
yeah.
is
We have
hilarious.
a GoFundMe.
Look at your face.
For my new house. I mean the building
The
fund.
church building.
The building fund. Yeah.
That is hilarious. Oh, my goodness. Oh, that was good. That was
Yeah,
good.
so we're going to do a GoFundMe for the black man.
How about
The
that?
black man.
Oh, yes.
Educate the black man.
Yes.
Starting with the babies, though.
Starting with the
I'll
baby.
agree.
Because we don't want to do like they did in the wilderness. The elders, the children of Israel, they roamed around in the wilderness for 40 years and all that. So God let them die out and start with the new ones, the fresh babies.
Yes.
With the babies,
Yeah.
baby. But anyway, I'm just joking about the GoFundMe. I'm getting some cash.
Thank you.